I'm doing the oil change. I left the pan underneath. I have the bolt out, letting it drain oil. Now I'm gonna pull my Moroso oil separator. I just pull it up out of the housing with an Allen key. I'll show you how. And then it has a convenient little lever on it to drain any oil that's been in there. If you look right here, this bolt will loosen up this so you can slide it out, and it's mounted where your, well, my strut mount brace would be, but just where your top shocks would be. And just a quick overview of the install. It's real easy. It comes with everything. It goes right to this side of your intake, and then it's a nice, these ends are barbed, so you don't need clips or anything, or clamps or anything, just to click on. And then same thing with this one. If you follow this one, it goes around. You see right here, all I'm gonna do is just loosen this up. See how loose I can get it. Just enough to slide the can out. Let's see if I can pull this can up. I might have to move the air box. The air box tab right here's getting caught on it a little bit. Alright, so I already loosened it up with the Allen key. This tab right here, where the stock air box is kind of getting in the way of the way I put the switch, so you just gotta pull it out of the way a little bit and then slide the can up and out like so. So now the can's out, so now real easy, we can just drain it. All right, so I got a towel set up and I got this clear thing. We'll see how much oil comes out. This is a 2007 Mustang GT. I have 21,000 miles on the vehicle. I installed this around, like, I want to say 6,000 miles, and this is the first time I'm doing this. So we'll see what it looks like. We're gonna pull this cap off and then open the drain valve and see how much oil comes out. Oh. You actually see it's draining a pretty decent amount of oil in there. Wow. So I filled this little thing up and I still think there's more in there. So I'm just gonna pause this real quick, dump this out in my oil pan, and then we'll try to use gravity to drain the rest of it. Round two, put this back down, open this up. Try to, actually what I'm gonna do is try to put it back in the hole, like the mount of it. I got a little bit more out, but yeah, that was a good amount of oil. So I wiped everything down, wiped the cap down, just reinstall this end cap. Push it all the way on there, like so. Make sure it's stuck on there good. And then it says on is down, off is up. So you want to keep it up. Put it back into the mount. And it's honestly like personal preference, I think, where you want to, how deep you want to mount it into this. So I kind of just have it so it's like floating in there. And then with the Allen key on that same thing, I'm just gonna snug it back down so it doesn't move. All right, so you can see it's all snugged back up in there. It's not going nowhere. I think it's smart to have these oil separators on your vehicle, especially V8s, big horsepower engines. I know this only has 300, but big horsepower engines, that's going to be pushing a lot of pressure and kicking that oil up into the intake, throttle body. These are cheap. This one was like 170. I think from, I forgot the company on American Muscle, but the passenger side one I think is like 150. And they're really easy to install, and it could protect your engine for from that oil buildup. I don't have the passenger side one, but after I just saw how much oil came out of that driver's side one, granted, it's been about, say, 15,000 miles since I've done that. So if you think about 1,000 miles as a teaspoon or tablespoon, it was a good amount of oil that was in that. And just imagine all that oil in your intake or your throttle body just getting pulled in there. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the passenger side one, and I'll have to do a video on that. And like I said, the install, you just have to cut a few hoses and hook it up and then mount it where you want. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.